okay, storing, all that will be grouped. So this is how, okay, grouping of work can be done. Then establishing formal reporting relationship, okay, providing a measurement, evaluation and control, delegation of authority and coordination. Okay, this is a very essential. Coordination is nothing but simply following up. Are you able to understand what we are discussing or not? So whether you are able to follow it or not, everything we will be able to continuously follow up after we have provided whatever they needed, we have provided them, then we need to follow up with them, okay, then understand. Okay, the next coming to next topic, sir, will also complete this topic. It is very interesting topic, staffing. In fact, this is one of my favorite area because I've been working, okay, as a manager HR. So we'll discuss remaining things and next chapter, but we'll complete today what to say staffing function. So staffing means, okay, simply I'll put, so staffing means, okay, placing a right person in a right position at a right time at a right cost, 4 hours. Like you have 4 P's for marketing, you see, product, place, price, promotion. Here it is putting a right person for a right position at a right time for a right cost. Okay, that is all about the staffing, sir. Okay, but staffing, okay, starts with manpower planning. Then it starts recruiting, selection, training, placement and induction. Okay, if we discuss these things, okay, we will be completing the staffing function as such. What is manpower planning? Sir, in an organization, I told you the first and foremost thing is planning. Now, when we plan for organization, we also need to plan for manpower as such. For example, the organization is planning to expand its branches. Now, immediately what we need to do, we need to plan for manpower. Oh, we are starting a, for example, I am starting a new branch in Kompally area. So, oh, then what is that I am planning there? Degree college, intermediate college, or we are planning for ISFS branch as well. So therefore, we need to understand what are all the various okay, things that are required there. So how many staff, what is the staff required? Oh, we need a principal, we need a faculty, we need what to say administrative staff, cashier, accountant, housekeeping, security. So how much we need, or how many number we need, depending upon the number of floors we have, number of classes we are going to take, number of admissions we are going to make, all that we plan. So similarly, okay, we need to plan for. Okay, now this, okay, we come across a number. Oh, we need some 100 people. Now, how these 100 people will be recruited? That is coming under recruitment. So, recruitment means not selection. Please remember, many people think recruitment is selection. Wrong. Recruitment is identifying the potential employees and motivating them for applying for the job. That's all. Your recruitment process ends. Okay, it starts with identifying the potential employees and motivating them to apply and bringing them for selection process. Okay, once the person comes to the office to attend an interview or to attend a selection process, then your recruitment ends. So from then selection starts. So recruitment is different, selection is different. Okay, then training is like, okay, in spite of he coming from different what to say in spite of he coming with vast experience, he comes with a different background. Means there the work atmosphere is different, the technology used is different, infrastructure is different, the management policies are different. So you need to be properly trained, and induction should be given. Especially if you are a fresher, training is must. Then we need to induce him to the organization, providing them induction orientation, okay, towards the organization, and then we finally place him. Then what are the sources of recruitment? I was mentioning you. There are 2 sources: internal sources, external sources. Internal sources is within the organization. For example, a guy is getting retired. Then internal sources, what's our promotion? Sometimes it so happens when companies are having so many branches or so many offices across the globe, across the country, sometimes it is possible that one guy may be having a less load. Okay, then what we will do, or this guy is getting retired, or is resigning, or something is getting separated in many forms that are possible, then we transfer. Okay, we transfer from one place to another place, or we promote one guy. Okay, So otherwise we reshuffle. That is all called internal, okay, sources. Sometimes you will get referrals from your own employees. Sir, my son have passed BTech, he has got experience in working, okay, and so platform, okay, or otherwise my cousin is there. So anything that is from internal source. Now this is the cheapest way of what to say, recruiting, sir. Nowadays any requirement is there, okay, they will send an email, because it is possible. Now for example, a guy is working on Java, but his friend who is very good at .NET, or is very good at business intelligence, who is very good at SAP, who is very good at Oracle, may be working in some other company. So who may be looking for a change. So what we do is, we generally, as manager HR, what I used to do is, I used to send a first email to all our employees first. Arey bhaiya, we need such requirement. We know that we are working on this project. So client want this to be addressed. So we need this resource immediately. Anybody is there, please refer. Then we used to get a lot of references. Yeah, we never hardly spend any money that way. So for which we reward, if at all the guy is selected, we reward our employee with some amount, monetary amount. Okay, that is the best way of internal sources of recruitment, sir. Then we have external sources. External sources, like, we now there is no way through which we get it through our people. Okay, then we go for external sources. We approach what the management consultants, staffing consultants. Okay, then we provide advertisement in the paper, or we provide it in the, nowadays we are not giving advertisement in paper. We have job portals, naukri.com, monster.com. We post our requirement there, where through we get from external sources. And we conduct campus interviews. Sometimes we do headhunting. Okay, so all that process we involve in. Okay, so then those are all coming under what to say, external process. Then how the selection process? So selection process starts with application blank, preliminary interview, employment test, final interview, background investigation, medical examination, final selection and placement. There are 7 steps. Application blank. So whenever we say there is a, what to say, a position in the organization, what happens is, we'll get n number of applications. So how do we do that? Sir, many people say that percentage is not important, but it is important, because I'm telling you, percentage is really, really important, friends. Maintain 90% at least. I'm telling you why. Because for example, there is a job. Sometimes we got 10 positions, but we get 1,000 applications. Oh my God, 1:100. My God, how it is? Then how to do? Then what we used to do is, we used to verify their education qualification first. Okay, we used to screen out the people who are less than 90%. Then we will be left out with say 500 applications. Then after the 500 applications, we will have a preliminary interview over the telephone. Okay, to know his communication skills. Okay, basically some test on some concepts and all that stuff. Then we bring him to the organization. Then then there itself in the telephonic interview, okay, some another 100-150 people will be screened away. Okay, then comes your test. Now what our because it is the time of our people is very precious, we ask our technical staff to provide some question paper on the project that we are working on. They'll frame some questions and how do they solve, all practical oriented only. So sometimes they execute the program and all, we test them. After the testing, sir, finally yes, he passes through the test. Then comes interview. There will be interview panel where HR will be sitting, and the project manager will be sitting, and his team lead will be sitting, and all the 3 will finally interview him. So if he found suitable, finally he'll be selected. Okay, then comes your background verification. So even though all these things are done, we need to verify whether whatever certificate is providing is genuine, the experience is provided is genuine. All that stuff we will do background verification, because these days it's become not very, very easy, because we ask for bank statement, salary slip. So if you are able to provide them, okay, then that itself is enough. Then medical examination. Okay, sir, for certain jobs, medical examination is must, like for police, military, they go for what, medical examination as well, for physical fitness and all. Then finally you will select them and place them finally in the organization. Now once he is selected, I told you, right, we need to provide training and development. Training is an act of increasing the knowledge and skill of an employee for doing a particular job. Development means overall development. Training is different from overall. Training and development. Training is to improve your specific skills, whereas development is overall development, personality development, okay, leadership, okay, skills, that all we need to provide. Okay, then we have on the job training, off the job training. So there are different types of on the job training. Means you train him while he is working. There are several like on the job trainings, like we have coaching, apprenticeship training, job rotation, vestibular training, self improvement programs. Like coaching is while you see all carpentries and all, you see, okay, they provide people, they do work, and they provide work along with them. You see sometimes carpenters who are working at your house, okay, you can see them on the job training. That is apprenticeship training, like you do the training that you take care of your CA inter or CMA inter or CS executive program. You go for apprenticeship training. Some people call it as internship, some people call it as what to say, apprenticeship training, or some people call it as articleship. Whatever ship it is apprenticeship training only. Okay, then that is job rotation. Means you people see in the bank, sometimes people will be sitting one day, today he'll be sitting here, today another way he'll be sitting elsewhere. That is because you become a bank manager, you need to know all the functions of several positions in the organization. Okay, so therefore, to have that grip, what they do is they will keep you moving from one place to another place. Okay, then merits of on the job training, you can read it yourself. Okay, it's always having first hand learning experience you'll have. Okay, so then that's all about your, what to say, sorry, off the job training involves lectures and classroom instructions. Then we have the conference methods, group discussion, role playing, case studies, okay, or sensitivity training, we call it as. Okay, once we have done with this, okay, then the training process ends. Okay friends, with this I will stop it here. We'll be discussing okay, leading. In fact, leading will be given, as I was mentioning you, in chapter study note 11. Leading will be discussed more in detail. Okay, so motivation and all will be discussed there. Then decision making is another one left out, sir. 11th and 12th chapter will be provided by our Sarveshwar sir. Then we will be having only a few concepts left: control, communication, coordination, and direction. Okay, and tomorrow's class I'll also complete this, and with next class we'll be able to complete authority, power, responsibility in one class. Okay, thank you guys. See you in the next class.